You and me and everyone else watching this video, we all have at least one thing in common, and that is that we do not hate the media enough. Now, I know that I and the majority of the people watching this video, I know that we don't like the media. And let's be honest, if the media actually did their jobs, there would be no need for people like me. So I know that we don't like the media. But every now and then, they do something that lets me know, hey, you hate the media, but you could hate them just a tidbit more. And their coverage of the Charlie Kirk situation has been one of those moments where I'm reminded that, hey, you don't hate the media enough. And yesterday, after the press conference, when they revealed the text messages between Tyler Robinson and his trans furry lover boy Lance Twiggs, when they revealed those text messages, the majority of America, every sane person in America, they were looking at those messages, thinking, damn, these messages don't seem right. Damn, these messages seem kind of fake. What is going on here? But the media had a different reaction. The media, instead of sympathizing with Charlie, because they have not been sympathizing with Charlie Kirk or his family, they have continued to trash him in death just like they trashed him in life. So the media has been out here continuing to demonize Charlie, and looking at their coverage of his death, it's no wonder that someone tried to kill him, because the media inspired them to do so. But as all of us normal people are looking at these messages like something doesn't seem right here, my first description was that this reads like a trans furry fan fiction from the internet or something, right? That's what it looked like to me. But as America is looking at these messages, we're hearing law enforcement read out these messages, the media reacted to the conversation by saying that it was touching. That the conversation between Tyler and his furry boyfriend and the moments after killing Charlie Kirk, they described the conversation as touching. A conversation that was basically just about how he just killed Charlie Kirk. There was nothing touching about the conversation at all. If anything, the conversation was really awkward, really dry, and it hit all the bullet points to make sure that, hey, I confessed, here's where the weapon is, here's how I did that, here's why I did this. It's really weird. I do not believe the messages at all. But the last thing they are is touching. That's the last word in the English language that I would use to describe the messages. Messages that were sent in the moments after Charlie was killed. And this is why I say you do not hate the media enough. And just in case any of you out there did not see this on live television, I brought the receipts, I got the clip. Let's go ahead and roll it. But before I do, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe, drop a comment, and share the video. Now let's roll that clip, and then I'll be right back with more thoughts.
We have seen an alleged murder with such specific text messages about the alleged murder weapon, where it was hidden, how it was placed, what was on it, but also it was very touching in a way that I think many of us didn't expect. A very intimate portrait into this relationship between the suspect's roommate and the suspect himself, with him repeatedly calling his roommate, who is transitioning calling him my love, and I want to protect you, my love. So it was this duality of someone who the attorney said not only jeopardized the life of Charlie Kirk and the crowd, but was doing it in front of children, which is one of the aggravating circumstances of this case. And on the other hand, he was, speaking so lovingly about his partner. So a very interesting and, as Pierre said, riveting press conference, David.
It was.
The media knows exactly what they're doing here. They know exactly what they're doing here, and it is absolutely sinister. They're trying to inspire more people to do what Tyler did. They're not coming out and saying it directly, although I wouldn't be surprised if they did come out and say it directly. But this is what you call a dog whistle. That's one of their favorite words, right? They love talking about dog whistles. It's a right-wing dog whistle, a racist dog whistle. That's what that was. It was a dog whistle. They are romanticizing the situation that just happened. Oh my God. It's so touching, the messages this guy sent his trans lover after killing this right-winger that speaks out against trans people. They're romanticizing the situation. And like I said, the conversation in itself, it seems fake. It seems like something Tyler and Lance Twiggs came up with to get Lance off the hook for him being in on the plot to kill Charlie. There were some points there that I just knew y'all want the media. Y'all want the media to read this. Because the media is going to eat it up, and other trans mentally ill people out there will eat it up, because in their sick, psychotic minds, they view this as like the trans Romeo and Juliet. Oh, my love, we cannot be together. So I must sacrifice myself and take out the hate that is Charlie Kirk, because his debates across college campuses all across America is stopping us from furring out to the maximum, my love. That's literally what's going on here. The trans Romeo and Juliet, they could not fur out to the max. They couldn't trans to the max together because people like Charlie Kirk exist that will prove to the world that these people are mentally ill. It's some weird psychotic shit. But that's how these people are. That's basically what's going on here. And the media is freaking, I don't want to say they're taking the bait, because the media knows what they're doing. It's not bait. But the media is taking it and they're putting it out there, hoping that other mentally ill people like Tyler and like his furry boyfriend Lance, they want them to eat it up. Because they know that a lot of these people, unfortunately, a lot of them are depressed. They're not happy. And they are offing themselves at alarming rates. So these sick SOBs think that, hey, we can kind of weaponize this. We could use this to our advantage. We know that you're mentally ill and on the brink of ending it all. Why don't you go end someone like Charlie Kirk in the process, And then we'll romanticize you and your trans furry boyfriend lovers on ABC News, on the nightly news, in front of millions after you kill someone, in front of their kids. We'll romanticize you and your trans lover and talk about how touching it is after you killed someone in front of over 1,000 people and in front of the world on camera. Holy hell, we do not hate the media enough. But I want to hear from you guys down in the comments below. Let me know what you think of all of this. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next video.